All right, hello, hello, hello. How are we doing this evening? This wonderful Friday night. It's a little late for me. It's 10:44, so even later than I normally start. Not too bad, but still. What do I have to do here? I gotta do something. So I did want to bring in the whole big diorama I've been working on in my shorts. Not wearing shorts, but in my short form content. And there's just not enough room here. I would have had to move everything, and I'd have to stand the whole time, and it just wasn't happening. So I gotta do a different setup for something that large. Yeah, I got the tea going tonight. That's for sure. We got some of these, some of the old Rubble biscuits that we did last stream. I'll pull off a couple of them, and we got this chair here too that we made. So probably gonna be painting that. Although I really, now that I'm looking at it, it needs some more detail on the side. I could just not add detail though. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a minute. Pick with the reflection. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, those are. That's what I needed to have for my screen. All right, I'm gonna do that pick for the channel member screen in the middle when I go to my break. I need to have that up. Those are pretty cool. Let's see. What do we got? We're gonna go to. We'll put the membership link up. Maybe I'll remember it. Blah 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 blah. I'll remember it earlier on the stream than towards the end. So where is it? Right there. Yeah, I don't know though. Any work I do on the chair though right now, I'm gonna have to. If I normally for that thin of a panel, I would use Aleen's. I'd have to wait for it to dry before I could paint it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Aleen's Turbo all the way. Don't have any Aleen's Turbo on hand. I don't. So what's crazy is I was doing some cleaning and I found all kinds of stuff out in my other craft spot where I have the big dio set up, which is actually my dining area. And while I was doing that, I found an unused bag of skinny sticks, which is great because I was out. Found all kinds of like wood pieces, 2 bags of flock I never opened. I mean, all kinds of crap. Dude, I don't see him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Wait, I'm not supposed to be wearing pants. You don't have to, man. I mean, it's up to you. As long as there's no camera on it, I think it's probably not against YouTube's rules. How you doing tonight, man? Cobweb. What's up, Cobweb Collector? So, in that cleaning, I actually came across, and this is the only piece I have, but this was the folded piece of paper that I used years and years and years ago, wax paper, to make the Rubble biscuits on. So, right there, those were 2 Rubble pieces that were made on here, and I know this paper worked well, and I'm looking at it, it is far waxier. So I think I got parchment paper here, and this is like straight up wax paper that I might need to get from a craft store, because they don't even have it at the local Walmart. I went and looked. So, this stupid cat litter is getting everywhere. Where can I? least we'll minimize it a little bit. So last week, remember, we just put Elmer's white glue on here. And I pulled one off earlier, and it actually worked surprisingly well. So the parchment paper, even though it was kind of a fail, but it still worked with the... Oh, this is failing right here. It's alright, we're going to get 2 pieces, I think. It kind of worked with the Mod Podge. Still damaged the paper, and this kind of fell apart right here, but this could still be used. Here, rip it apart, paint it. You got 2 little rubble pieces. That's fine by me. Let's see. We got one, and we had one break apart. Let's see if what this one does here. This one's off to a better start, but who knows. Okay. Yeah, paper's intact. So the other one that I did the week before, it just shredded the paper, ripped right through it. So the white glue was definitely a step in the right direction, as opposed to the Mod Podge. And I bet you if we use this waxy paper, we'd get an even better result. So there is that. There is quite a bit of falling off on these, though. Quite a bit of crap just kind of falling everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of like peeling a sticker. Brian Jared, how you doing, Brian? Thanks for coming by. Okay, so, it is going to be a little bland on the side if I don't paint it. Hi, it's me. What's up, man? Ah, you're not that late. We're just starting. I was late, too. No, that's the whole point of using the waxy paper, Fat Red, is so it'll release. When the glue dries, it will literally release right off. Like, it just came right off this on the old batches. I mean, you can see the spot where the glue was and some of the wax was removed, but it still has a pretty waxy consistency. I don't know if it would do it a second time in the same spot or not. I'm assuming it would diminish each time you do it, but I don't know, it might still work. Recovering. Well, that's how it goes, man. At least you're recovering. The weird thing about recovering from something is, provided everything goes well, you usually have a more mature or an increased, I don't know how to put it. I don't want to say what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, because that's pretty reductionist, but you definitely have a greater appreciation for a lot of things after going through something. No, Fat Red, it didn't work on the parchment paper with the Mod Podge, but why would I stop? Why would I stop trying to get it to work exactly the way I thought it was going to work? It's a pretty quick, minimal effort thing to do. Okay. Hyperdelic, what's up, man? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. We'll give got some people coming through here that don't often stop by. If there's some Dr. Peppers in the chat for everyone, maybe that'll summon Eduardo. To add detail or not to add detail. It's gonna bug me if I don't. All right, let's just do some. Let's just make a few panels. Let me go to the hot wire cam. That's alright. That was just a spare one anyway. Just in case I needed some extra pieces. There we go. We'll just do this one for extra pieces. Okay. Let's get the old Aliens tacky glue. Love your stuff. Can't wait to D&D with you guys. D&D. Act like I don't know what that means, Hyperdelic. I'm not cool enough. D&D. Actual like D&D? No, that can't be it. I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell me in a minute. Now I want to add like a notch. You know I like to do the little corners off things, but this whole design doesn't have that. Screw it, we're going to do one anyway. Boop. I thought there was a secret D&D internet thing you guys were talking about. I mean, there might be, and I might even be privy to it, but I just don't remember it. I know there was some talk of a Dungeons and Dragons group at some point, but I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know if that's... Okay. I mean, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, Oz was talking about something like that. He definitely was. And I said that I would probably, depending on time, be down for something like that. Eduardo! What's up, Eduardo? Okay, yeah, man. Message me on Instagram, Hyperdelic, for sure. Do you know Eduardo? Eduardo, I got a message, one of the comments that you left, and I didn't realize that you were subscribed to me for 5 years, dude. So you must have been from, like, the OG videos I had, like, 8 years ago. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Because I made, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos 8 years ago, and then didn't look at my YouTube for, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. Well, I didn't look at it for like 2 or 3 years, and then I went and looked at it, and one of those videos kind of took off a little bit, and I was just like, oh wow, it got like 40,000 views, that's wild. Because they didn't do anything for when I was looking at them, and I just kind of forgot about it. But then years later I started doing this again, obviously. But I don't know, it's kind of cool. I'm rambling a little bit tonight. I'm a little bit rambly. It's a short one, gotta go. Hi, it's me. I started late, man. I understand. Oh, dude, my stream is fading in and out. Are you guys getting all kinds of lag and stuff on this one? It started to go good again. Alright, hope we don't have... Alright, well, it's all green now. Hopefully we don't have a crash. Nope, it's acting funky right now. You guys let me know if I'm sounding kind of robot-y or crappy or freezing. David Jones, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. Carol, how you doing, Carol? So if I'm chopping up, someone please let me know. Terrence St. John, how you doing? Wow, a bunch of new people just joined in here. Thank you guys for coming through. We're just adding a little more detail to this chair that we built in the last stream. My fellow crafting wizard, how you doing, Eldor? We're just crafting out of control. That wasn't too bad for an eyeball. That was pretty damn close. Kind of proud of that. chair will be a masterpiece. Let's hope. I know every one of these panels that I add makes the painting just a little bit more time consuming because you got to go around the edges and stuff because it's going to be a different color. I suppose I could leave them the same color. I don't know. I usually don't do that. So I like the contrast. That might work. Maybe I'll put one little panel there. It looks like it could use a little panel. Something small. Okay, and I think that's gonna do it for that. So let's give that a little bit of time. It looks much better with that on there than just being plain on the sides. It'll definitely give it more character. Let's let that dry for a little bit. Maybe we'll paint some of these rubble biscuits. Still got these we did last week. Do I have any little circular vents? No, I am fresh out of little circular vents. But can always cut some for future projects with a laser cutter. I'm a little low on randomly made laser bits, and I do think I'm going to go in and make some different stuff. But yeah, I gotta do a batch of some random laser parts soon. Okay, what do we need? We need some burnt umber. Duffman Dioramas, what's up, Duffman? Good to see you popping through again. Duffman. Oh, Duffman got that channel membership that Ed bought last week. That's right. That's pretty cool. That was very nice of Ed. And Bill came through here and pointed out that I didn't have my super chats on, so I didn't even know that until he pointed it out, and I went and checked it, and sure enough, they were off. So last week was the first week I got any super chats in months. For somehow it was on the day that I got monetized and I got some super chats, and then I never got one for, I don't know, 4 months or something like that, and I just didn't question it. You know, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be like that. So I was just like, oh, whatever, no one wants to send. We're just chilling out and all that. And even if someone did want to at some point, which I don't know if they did or didn't, they couldn't because I had the stupid things off. So that's nice. At least that's taken care of. Oh yeah, Fat Red, there's all the channel member emojis. We got the Bob Ross, the sci-fi console, the Stargate that I haven't ever built and may or may not, the Dr. Pepper for Eduardo, and Ted's infamous blue dolly. Ted from Hella Dope Toys and his overpowered dolly that he has. I gotta think of another one. I could do one more channel member emoji right now because we had one more channel member last week and unlocked one. So I don't know what that's gonna be yet. It's gonna be something. And if I didn't say hello to Michael Dumas, how are you doing, Michael? Because I honestly can't remember what the heck I said, man. The Blue Mule, absolutely. Ted's Dolly, the Blue Mule. I think that's going to stick. Too much crap. What am I doing? I'm watching a dude make rocks. Exactly. You know, this is what we've come to. Foam rocks. We'll even zoom in on it. We can get full action rock making. I mean, they look pretty cool when they're done. Still need to flock them. Need to add a little bit of flock here and there. It'll look like moss on there. Briscoe, what's up, Briscoe? Maurice. How you doing, Maurice? There's worse ways to spend a Friday night. That's true. I mean, you could be doing something else with rocks. You know, you could be kicking rocks. That's one. There's some other stuff there that we don't condone as well. That perhaps some of my mom's boyfriends in the well, I had one boyfriend. She had one boyfriend in the 90s that might have had something to do with some sort of rock or another. That was a fun time. Skipping rocks, that's true, that's true. Still alive, been a minute since I've been able to make the stream. Look, man, it's a late night stream. You know, it's a work night for a lot of people. It is what it is, man. I appreciate you coming by. Exactly, Cobb. Exactly. I should do the dry brush first. What am I thinking? Let me do the dry brush first. Back in a bit. Right on, man. So for those of you just coming in, we're working on these little rubble biscuit things that we made. They're just basically Elmer's glue with some kitty litter and some little bits of foam in there. And you leave them to dry for a few days and you can peel them off and get these little flexible rubble template things. We added some panels to this science fiction chair that we built on the last stream. We just added these panels on the side here. We're gonna wait for those to dry. And I don't know if we're gonna finish it, but we're gonna do some paint on this chair. And yeah, that's what we're doing as of right now. We're 37 minutes in. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming by, hanging out on the Friday night. It's always nice to have people here to chit-chat. Special thank you to all of the channel members. There's slowly but surely getting a few here and there. That's encouraging. Got some emojis and stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some other stuff. I did some sneak peek pictures for the channel members a few days ago from the big diorama that I'm building on Instagram. And I had some Joy Toy Space Marines, and you could see where the river was, and there was the Space Marine standing over the river with his reflection in it, because the river is made of resin, which came out pretty good. I'll be posting I should have done it today because I have all the footage, but I'll be posting a reel on some of that tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. So, does anyone in here tonight have any projects they're working on right now or in the process thereof, or anything you guys want to mention? I know sometimes people have things they're working on during the stream, but oftentimes we're going so late here that most people are like half chilling out watching on TV, which is cool. Hyperdelic, I have an interview with Lawrence dropping on Sunday. Oh, that's cool, man. You have him coming on your channel? So that's not like, because it's Sunday, it's not Thursday with a friend, so you're doing one. I'm guessing. I have got to get the software together to bring people on occasionally. Because I use OBS. So I don't have StreamYards where everyone has their one-click button to add guests into the stream. OBS is a completely different animal. There's no built-in function to do that. You have to use a plugin. You have to use some other stuff. And it is not super straightforward. I've messed with it a little bit, but I had horrible lag. Maybe I'll mess with it some this week. But the advantage of OBS is... well, first of all, it's free. That's an advantage. But another advantage is I can have cameras. More than one camera all over the place. So I can have this camera, 3 cameras going at once, which I don't think you can do in StreamYards. I'm pretty sure one person can only have a maximum of 2 cameras, and you have to have, like... I'm not sure on this, but I know you have to have like a higher level account or something. Otherwise, it's 1 camera per person. And I don't know if I'd be able to switch to the Hotwire cam and have multiple cameras hooked up like that. I don't know if you can switch. But when they lay out the plans, it says 2 cameras is like the max you can get. Yeah, I know. I know Larry. We know Larry well here. He's the only Lawrence in the immediate group, I think. All right, we'll turn that camera off for now. The other thing that StreamYards does that's amazing is it can put the chat right up. You know, there's no way for me to highlight chat easily. There's in OBS, there's an app called Twidget that pretty much fixes that problem and lets you pop out super chats and throw them on the screen, but it doesn't work with Mac. So there's a whole crazy workaround that this guy I was watching this video on, where he takes a free version of StreamYard's, runs that, takes the screen from StreamYard's pop out, clones it into OBS, and so he's got to be using, like, it's just too much. For StreamYard, I add my phone as a guest for an extra camera. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, but see, they're restrictive on that. So I feel like StreamYard and OBS is kind of like Apple and Android, right? StreamYard is kind of like Apple. It's got everything right there. It's built in. Everything works really smooth. OBS has way more function, and it's kind of more open. You could do all kinds of stuff with it, but you gotta work at it. I'm actually trying to see if anyone wants to pitch in on a StreamYard account. I need something, but not often. I'm trying to avoid StreamYard just because I feel like there's more control with OBS. Not that I know what the hell I'm doing, but maybe one day I will, and then there'll be more control. And it's free. But even if it wasn't free, like I would consider StreamYards if they didn't have that camera limit. That camera limit annoys me. What I should do is just download the damn StreamYards and try it a couple of times to just see how it goes. But I already know, like, I'm not going to be able to run all the cameras I'm running, so I could do a slightly different format. Logitech has one that's pretty good too, but I have to figure out sound with it. Logitech has a streaming platform? Or broadcast software, whatever the heck you want to call that. It's not really a platform. Or are you talking about a camera? OBS sounds like a disease or something. Yeah. It doesn't sound like a disease. It sounds like a neurological disorder. You probably have to do it like the way Cobb said. Yeah, that's lame. I don't want to have my phone as another camera. Lame. I have my cameras mounted on stuff. So I don't even know if I can have two cameras with the basic StreamYards account. I think I need like 2 levels up or something. So having the overhead and the face forward camera might not even be possible with I'm not even sure if it's possible with the first level of payment on StreamYards. I have to look. Logitech is called Streamlabs. Okay. I've heard of Streamlabs. I didn't realize. I mean, I know Logitech for, like 20 years or more than that now, I guess, because we're getting old. But yeah, I didn't realize Streamlabs was that. But I thought you had to pay something for Streamlabs. I'm not sure though. You know what? Now that I think, holy shit, that was just sorry. Damn. Whoops. I usually don't curse that much. I almost just spilled black paint water on my carpet. That would have sucked. Okay, let's move that up a little bit. Alrighty. But yeah, now that I think about it, I think I messed with Streamlabs a long, long time ago. Like close to a decade ago, maybe. Free account's pretty robust. Entice folks from StreamYards, yeah. I saw there's quite a few things like that that have popped up. I can't remember the names of them. I want to say one is like Melon or something like that, but there's a few that are look like they're trying to grab some of StreamYard's market share. Highlight on that definitely looks good. Now that I spent time on that highlight, let's see if I just take the brush and go wild like a madman what it looks like. Let's try that on the other one. That's the wrong gray, John. Okay, well that's why that doesn't look like a highlight.